In this problem, we're going to use Descartes' rule of signs to determine the possible number of positive and negative real zeros for this function. Let's start with the positive real zeros. Positive real zeros. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is count the number of sign changes. So in other words, does it go from positive to negative or negative to positive? So here it's positive and here it's negative. So you have a sign change. Then it's negative and negative, so no good. Negative and negative, so no good. Negative to positive, oh, success. That's a sign change. So we have two sign changes. So Descartes' rule of signs says that the number of positive real zeros is equal to the number of sign changes, so 2, or the number of sign changes minus some positive even number. Okay, so here it's going to be 2 positive real zeros, or, and now can we subtract an even number from this? Yeah, we can subtract 2. So 2 minus 2 equals 0 positive real zeros. Right, you can't subtract 4 because you get a negative. So if you have like 1 sign change or 0 sign changes, then you have 1 positive real zero or 0 positive real zeros. Once you have 2, that's when you're able to start subtracting 2. If you have 3, you can subtract 2, etc. So the answer is 2 or 0. So here it's 2 or 0. That's the answer for positive real zeros. Let's go ahead and do negative real zeros. So negative real zeros. So this is exactly the same, except we don't look at f of x. Instead, we look at f of negative x. So I'm going to replace all of the x's with a negative x. So this will be 2 times negative x to the 4th minus 5, and then negative x cubed minus, and then instead of x, it's negative x, and it's squared, minus 6, and again, instead of x, it's negative x, and then plus 4. So just replacing all of the x's with negative x's. So f of negative x is equal to, so whenever it's raised to an even exponent, the negative is going to go away. So it'll be 2x to the 4th. And then here it's odd, so the negative will stay here, okay? But then there's already a negative, so negative and negative is positive. This minus stays, and this negative goes away because of the 2. A little bit tricky. And then negative and negative is positive. Much harder than some of the other problems we've been doing. And so now, like before, we're going to count sign changes. So positive, positive, no good. Positive, negative, success. We have a sign change. Negative, positive, success. We have a sign change. Positive, positive, no good. So we have 2 sign changes. So 2 sign changes. And again, Descartes' rule of signs says that the number of negative real zeros is either the number of sign changes or that number minus a positive even integer. So we have 2 negative real zeros, or, and then can we subtract a positive even integer from this? We can. We can subtract 2. So 2 minus 2 equals 0 negative real zeros. So then in this case, it's just going to be just like before, 2 or 0. So we have 2 or 0 negative real zeros, and then 2 or 0 positive real zeros. I hope this video has been helpful to someone out there in the world. Good luck.